I'll have you here. Go see these guys in Las Vegas, Burr and Tom Silver at the MGM Super Bowl weekend and the Come Together stand-up tour here in L.A. You'll be at the Netflix as a Joke Fest on May 9th. Tickets are all available. Tom Segura Comp. Thank you, Tom. We'll be back with Mammoth Double to talk about. I moved recently because of you. Nice folks, I could buy a nice house, and I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, thank you. I bought a house in a neighborhood, though, that I think is too nice, you know? Like, it kind of reminds me of a store. You ever walk into a store and, like, right away you're like, I should leave? Like, when you get there, I feel like there's some, whenever they offer you something to drink in a store, that's a sign, you know? So some stores you walk into and they're like, would you like still or sparkling water? And you're like, I left something in the car, I'll be right back. Well, I mean, all my neighbors, they're like investment bankers and partners in legal firms, and then I'm there like, do you eat ass or what do you do, man, you know? And they're like, thanks for buying a house. It's great to have you. Here's what's wild. A current or former United States Senator, I shall not say whom, lives in my neighborhood. Everybody talks about him. I know which house this is. I'd never met him. Now I'm home from tour, and I decide to start my day with a morning walk, a casual walk. Yeah, you know, I have some coffee. Let's get the day started. I go for a walk. I walk past this house. He comes outside. I don't say anything, right? But he yells out. He goes, hey, you the comedian? I go, yeah. He goes, where do you think the term comes from? Hello, it's nice to meet you. I go, I don't know. He goes, you think it's from people doing that? I'm like, their moms? And he goes, yeah. I go, I don't know. He goes, how many people do you think do that? I go, more than you want it to be. He's like, that, and I am not making this up. I could not make this up. He says to me, how about daughter? I go, first of all, that's not an expression anybody uses, right? No one's like, check out this crazy daughter fucker over here. I go, if you have kinks, we can talk about them, but not like this. I don't like this at all. And he goes, meh. And he just turns around and walks into his house. I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I keep walking, just contemplating every mistake I've ever made that led me to that conversation, and now I'm walking home. So I walk past his house again. He comes back outside. He goes, hey, I didn't want it to end like that. That was weird. He goes, I thought about it, and the motherfucker's not somebody who their own mom. I go, oh, do you? He goes, a motherfucker is someone who fucks your mom. He goes, and that's the most disrespectful thing anyone can do. So if somebody is particularly rude, you call them a motherfucker. And I go, wow, I am so impressed that you put that together so quickly. I can see why you may or may not be Ted Cruz. And then I walk away, oops. 10, come on, that's 8. It's 8. And the best is, I go, so how does this work? Because he shows me this beautiful penis, you know, this is fantastic. I want this in my life. And he goes, well, we'll shave you down. We have this thing and it has like extra skin so that it sits flush on you and it's glued to you. But on the backside, there's a little hole in the little hole. And he goes, and that's where you put yourself. And I go, I don't know if I'll fit in that. And he goes, you'll fit. And he was right, I fit. No problem. Yeah. He just sized you up. Yeah, sized me up. He just knew he knew. Did you get to hang on to the penis? Or is it, they even gave me a backup. They go, we made 2. We gave back. You know what my grandma always said? You can never have too many penis history of. Well, the show is called Bad Thoughts. It premieres May 13th on Netflix. Tom Segura, everybody. Thank you, Tom. We'll be back with Procchiarmo. Do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now? 20 million, that's right, yeah. That's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20 million and one.
Yeah, I go, why?
And she goes, because she stopped. I go, I'm sorry. Would I be allowed to stay if I was just sitting at your bar, just kind of toying with the top, you know? Like, would you tap me on the shoulder, be like, excuse me, will you put your leaky dick back in your pants, thanks? You want some chicken fingers or Sprite or something? I say, you call the SWAT team, and they would rappel into the building. Someone would crack my fucking head on the side of the bar, and you'd have a parade as my corpse was carried out. And she goes, you're right about that. We as a nation, we have been traumatized by these horrific laws and people being imprisoned for having weed. And it highlights the absurdity of not only it having been illegal and so crazy for so many years, but also highlights how the next generation will not believe our stories about it at all. There's a 0% chance they will understand what we're talking about. It'd be like trying to tell a kid now, like, hey, you know, pigeons used to deliver messages to people. They'd be like, what the fuck are you saying right now? It'll be the same thing. I'm going to sit my son down one day and be like, you know, when I was your age to get weed, I almost died. And he'll be like, why was 7-Eleven on fire or something? They didn't sell it at 7-Eleven. Daddy used to get in cars with strangers. Where are we going? Turn out. All right. 3-hour round trips to buy weed. If you're like, oh, what kind of weight were you moving? $20 worth of marijuana. That kind of major. I bought weed from a dude in a standalone trailer one time. Not a trailer park, a solo trailer. The most terrifying housing situation that exists. Like where other trailer people are like, get thee out of here. They kick them out. I just walk up to that shit, 15, and this dude's like, you trying to get a sack? I was like, oh shit, yeah. He goes, we could go do that. I was like, all right, cool. He goes, we just need to go get it. I was like, you don't fucking have it. Isn't that your sole responsibility? So I tried to play cool. I was like, all right, let's go get it. He goes, I'll go get it. You stay here and watch my place. I was like, okay. And he goes, there's a 357 and a shotgun on my bed. Anybody comes in here, blast them inside paralysis. But what I said was, that's what's up. Like, yeah, man, I'll tell you on a grand scale, who's helping nobody lose weight? It's Starbucks. This is true. They have a national training campaign to try to trick you into ordering food. And this is why they're going to order a beverage. So they try to lead you into food. Pull into any Starbucks drive-thru and now they greet you. They say, welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you to eat today? And you're like, wait, what? I just wanted coffee. And they're like, no shit. What else do you want? So then you're like, I don't know, sausage? Like, what do you have? I don't respect that. I like my shame straight up and honest. And nobody does that better than the West Coast burger chain in In-N-Out. And if you've never been in In-N-Out, get your fucking life together and go. And I want you to go simply so you can experience the most shameful and honest question in all of fast food. Because you pull up and you go, I'll have a double fries and a Coke. And they go, will you be eating in the car? Yeah, I think so. They go, I bet you will, you fat pile of garbage. Doesn't that question sting? You're like, am I living in my car? Why am I eating in my car? Because if you say no, they give you a bag and they're like, leave with dignity. But if you say yes, it's an open tray, and they go, eat out of that pig. And then it falls in your lap. And they go, pick it up. And you're like, and they go, are you going to jerk off when you get home because you're lonely? And they're like, yeah, we're going to give you a free milkshake because you're bumming everybody out. We're fast food workers. You're making us sad. Get the fuck out of here. How's your son? Amazing. Super cute. The most adorable. He's not like Asian baby cute, but he's like right below that. And what they were the cutest. I think they're cuter than bunnies and puppies combined. Personally, I would throw away 20 white babies to have an Asian baby, if it was. But before we started, I was not a very good host, because I was talking about how empty a life I lead. You probably... The sadness was hilarious. You told me about your empty house. It's true, and how you sit in your sadness. And I asked you, what do you consume? Like, what's your vice? Do you drink at night? Are you eating cookies? And you're like, I'm consumed by my own sadness. That's hilarious. Well, good. I'm glad I could bring you up with my down. Oh, like you telling me how sad you are has been the best part of my week. Looked at my driver's license as we were having this meeting, and it says I'm 5'11", and he goes, bro, 5'11", come on. He shook his head. Then he stood up next to me, and I was like, I tower over you. Come on, that's ridiculous. I tower over you. You can eat peanuts off my head easily. How tall are you? Tom, 5'11", made a joke, and you said, let's build a wall around Louisiana, right? And that made some people very unhappy. People would be like, no, you crossed the line with that joke about building a wall. I'm like, do you understand what time we're living in here? Like, do you understand the context? Like, our current administration wants to build a wall to keep people out from, like, quote, shithole countries. I'm just saying, let's put a wall around a shithole state. You know, it's like I fly every week. I never buy a first-class ticket. I buy coach tickets. I buy them so much, I get bumped up to first class. I am telling you, the moment I get bumped up to first class, I get washed over with this feeling. I'm like, look at these disgusting poor pieces of trash. Yeah, I'm so much better than everybody. Like, don't stand next to me, dude, you're gross. I dare you to come try to use the first-class bathroom from Coach when I'm up there, because I will put my hand on your chest and I'll send you back. I'll be like, no, there's a pig trough in the back for you guys. Go have fun with that. Go to yourmomhousepodcast.com. There's hundreds of episodes. Me and my wife's very juvenile. Lots of farts, but, you know, yeah, that's one thing that makes me happy. You like farts? I do like that. Hold on. I feel better. I got nothing. Just knowing that something was coming is good. Just the answer. I love you. You did have a section where I had to decide if somebody speaks and I had to guess if it's a black man talking or me or you. Tom or black you. Really? Yeah. Go ahead and do it. Don't we hear like that? And I had to guess. Yeah. Hey, yo. Like, that wasn't as good. Let me hear yours. Hey, yeah. Dude, what is that? Hold on. What are you talking about? What are you saying? He's at the University of Miami. You didn't meet him. It's a black guy. I'm half Peruvian. So we've been teaching him Spanish because it's part of his heritage. And I speak Spanish. And, you know, there's also utility in knowing Spanish. So many people speak it. Of course, yeah. And then my wife's Hungarian, which is fine. And she goes, I want him to speak Hungarian. I'm like, why? So he could be an arms dealer or something. Now you're saying that you want a black, aggressive shit-tater in tennis. Yeah, that would be the best. That's an ace, man. Like, that ain't no double fault. Fuck you like that. Like, that ain't no double fault. Sir, can you please watch your language? Please eat my dick. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to get over to the bitch. You were talking about the baby on the Netflix show. How old is the baby? 7 months old. How's that going? It's good. I mean, it's very good. He's very cute. He's not like Asian cute, but he's really cute for a white kid. Don't you think? They're the best Asian babies. They're so cute, biracial babies. I mean, really, it's beautiful. Yeah, mix it up. Really? Yeah, absolutely. I like them purebred. I was a freshman in college and I overdosed on GHB. And I took ecstasy and I drank the date rape drug, but I gave it to myself. That's GHB. That's what GHB is. GHB is, you didn't really know what you were taking, all right? Doctors ultimately found some stuff in your system that I knew what I was taking because I had taken it before because it's fun to get high, but I didn't realize that I shouldn't take 100 hits at once, like that kind of thing. Have you heard from people who in some way relate to your story and they're like, drugs are fun, you're right, no. You host a podcast with your wife. That sounds like a fake. What do you say about my wife, man? Oh, apologize. Apologize to his wife. I'm sorry, Senora Segura. Apologize. We don't apologize. You don't have that out of your system yet, bro. What's up with those shoes? For me? What color are they? What color? Yes, black. Come on, you've been listening. You've been listening? No, we've been having a debate all morning because your Yan is wearing the same shoes about whether they're navy blue or black. Look at them next to your black pants. They're black. Your socks are blue. Yes. We're not. But it's not about the shoes, Black. All right, well, that's it. Tom Segura settled it. I have a podcast, too. Dude, you know what a podcast is? Yes. Well, why'd you take it like that? Because some people don't even know. I know. Some people don't know blue from black. A podcast is... I just realized recently that I definitely need a hobby because I don't actually do anything. Like, I do this sometimes, and that's it. You know, the same goes for all comedians. We're either doing shows or in hotel rooms. And that's a lot of time to kill. And the truth is, you can only watch so much porn before you're like, all right, I'm going to watch some more. But right now it hurts. I got to find something else to do. I can't describe how bad bombing feels to somebody. Imagine if a girl said, you got weak dick. And then, like, as she said it, another girl walked by and was like, he does. What the fuck? This is like a never-ending line, yeah. And then a whole bunch of them were standing around, be like, you're chatting in unison. Oh, like, weak dick, weak dick, weak dick. I go to one of these horrible fucking morning shows. 7 o'clock in the morning. You know, the moms taking care of their babies are not like, I'm going to go see this. It's like it's not the right place to publicize stand-up, which is why you did start drawing the character called DJ Dadmouth. Comedian Tom Segura, a.k.a. DJ Dadmouth, Dadmouth. It's all about the after party, man. I mean, I want to give a shout-out to Kim and Yara Mays and Throatzilla. Yeah. Let's talk about rain real quick, man. Over here, Cedar Rapids here, man. You got a little over an inch. That's nothing. If that's an inch, that's expensive, man. Y'all are wet, man. It's so easy.
What is this deck?
Decorate. They have no rain. Or that you just felt lazy. You didn't putting in the total. So we welcome them in this morning. Good morning.
What's up, man? Shout out to Mercer. Shout out to the Bristol stool chart. I had number 5. That's soft blobs with clear-cut edges.
Because I need fiber. There you go, Tom Segura. They call me duct tape because I always have it on me. You know, like MacGyver, it fixes everything. I'll duct tape your mouth shut. I'll just, anywhere that you have a hole on you, I'll put duct tape on you. Put duct tape on it. I duct taped your ass today. Oh, Skycam. Oh, look at this. We'd like to thank our sponsors at Orton Homes. Yes. If you're looking for a house and you have money, contact Orton Homes and they'll help you get it. And if something breaks, we'll put duct tape on it. Now I got to ask about the get up here. You were expecting a blizzard in Syracuse, obviously. No, it's just how I roll, man. I roll like this in July. Yeah, I don't care if it's humid. I don't care if it's 10:01. Anyone's 5. I wear fur because there's an old saying, happy hoes eat, sad hoes don't. And I try to stay happy. Welcome, Ohio native comedian Tom Segura, folks. So, okay, before we get into this, shout out to everybody all over the world doing their thing and stuff like that. Shout out to Danias XBLB. You know what I'm saying? Got it. What's it like at home? It's it's not a lot of laughs, man. A lot of smells. There's a smelly house. We have a baby, one kid. But he felt sometimes that all you need, that's all it takes, yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of action in the home, too, you know? Like, I got kids that she doesn't know about. So sometimes when she's out of the house, I'll bring other kids over. Hour-long special is right now on Netflix. I said by Netflix, tell us a little bit about the special. I watched it last night. I was telling you a story off air. Start off, it's hilarious. And then you go into some stories where my girlfriend's outside of the room, and she goes, huh? He said, what? What did he say? Yeah, it's dirty, but it's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, your girlfriend, Here's what I've been trying to figure out. I got into online shopping recently. I guess that's a thing. Here's what I've been doing, though. I shop for things that are, like, way out of my price range. And then after a while, I go, oh, yeah, I can't afford that. Like today, I was looking at yachts online, and then I was telling myself I didn't want them as if they were an option, you know? I was like 55 fifth. That's not even big enough for all my friends and family. I'm not getting that shit. Fuck am I doing? You ever do that? You ever go down like a rabbit hole online, and then like 6 hours have gone by, and you're like, I'm shopping for the private jet that best suits my needs? I think I found this is it, right here. The G550. How much is this place order? $53 million. Well, maybe not now, but maybe later I'll just bookmark that shit. You know what that is? That's a sense of entitlement. That's me thinking I should be associated with this thing, and I haven't earned it. I have. Neither of you, but also me. I get that feeling the most when I get upgraded to first class. Yeah, I fly every week. I never buy first class ticket. I buy coach tickets. I buy them so much I get bumped up to first class. And I'm telling you, the moment I get bumped up to first class, I get washed over with this feeling. I'm like, look at these fucking poor pieces of shit. Ugh. So much better than them. Don't stand next to me. Ugh. Dude, I dare you to try to come up from coach and use the first class bathroom. When I'm there, I'll put my hand on your chest, okay? There's a pig trough in the back. That's for you guys, for the big ballers up front. Some people buy first class tickets. I always feel like they know you got upgraded. They always give you the look like, by the way, we fucking know. You can sit up here, but you're not like us. God, it's so weird, people. People ask me like I get asked fucking travel advice from strangers. Can we just break down how crazy that is? Like people come up to me and they're like, hey, you travel a lot, right? And I'm like, yeah, where should I go? I don't fucking know you, man. You ask travel advice to people who know you intimately. They know you well. They can guide you based on what they know about you. I mean, you don't ask strangers dining advice, right? Because you're like, hey, man, where should I eat tonight? I know I've never met you before in my life, but do you think you could give me a recommendation? Yeah, you should try this dim sum place. But then that person might go, oh, I hate the Asian world. And you're like, oh, shit, I didn't know that about you. Yeah, I killed like 4 of them. What are you, like a serial killer or something? Yeah. Now you're in an awkward conversation with a serial killer, Sam. I met Kevin. I met Kevin on the set of the movie Death at a Funeral. Yes, sir, Death at a Funeral. I met Kevin. I had seen him. He had a special on Showtime, and it was a bunch of young comedians. And Kevin and I think we had like a lunch break or something. And Kevin came up to me and asked for advice. And I'd seen him, and I don't know. I gave him some advice. And it's weird. He's the only guy, Kevin Hart, and as I say, sorry, only guys that ever listen to me. And he literally did exactly what the fuck I told him. I looked at him. I said, yo, man, you're really funny. But your problem is you're competing with these other comedians. They are not your peers. You're better than all of them, but you need to get out of their circle and develop your own voice. That's what I told him, right? True story. I swear to God, within 800 days, Kevin Hart was a bigger star than me. Within 800 days, he was taking parts from me. He's in a movie with The Rock. My last name's Rock. How the fuck he get the fucking parts? From now on, when I see young comedians, they ask me for advice. I just say, shut the fuck up. I actually want to tell a true story about the first day that I met Kevin Hart, because I think it's very telling about his personality. I'm a rapper, and I was booked to perform in Las Vegas at one of those super trashy daytime generic Las Vegas pool parties. That's where Kevin Hart decided to have his actual bachelor party. I think he just likes being around those lowest common denominator type of people that love all his movies and stuff. I think he just likes that vibe. I don't know why he was there anyways. I hadn't even met him yet. I was on stage rapping, you know, really in the zone. I heard the crowd roar. All of a sudden, I assumed it must have been because I had done something cool. But I turned right, and no, it was actually because Kevin Hart jumped on stage, microphone in hand, and actually performed with me for the entire duration of the rest of the show. Which, look, I grew up in Philadelphia idolizing this man. So it was a total dream come true to have this guy materialize out of thin air and meet him right there on the stage. Very cool moment in my life. As years went by, I took a step back and really analyzed what actually occurred that day. The audacity of a man, having never met the performer, to just assume that everyone wants him to just jump on stage and interact. It's totally ridiculous. The way to carry yourself and live life. I don't know how he does these things or gets away with it, but he does. And it's incredible, Sal. I wish I could be a rapper or some shit. I really do. You know why I can't be a rapper, though, man? Because my voice ain't deep enough. To be a rapper, you need a deep voice. That's the only way people are going to want to listen to you on a regular basis. I don't think nobody will buy my album because my voice is too small. Yeah, bitch, I'm a killer. I shoot you in your face. Everybody going to die. Everybody going to die tonight.
Did you just say Pachero? Achella. I'm not buying that shit. If you certain shit just keeps you from being tough.
Because ain't nothing tough about this. It don't matter what you say. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious if you swing your feet. It don't matter. I will kill everybody in this tonight. Playing with you? Oh, y'all think it's a game? Nah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the way people treat me around here. Would you talk to a guy who swung his feet if you had a club and I tried to talk to you? Come here, baby. Let me holler at you for a second. You girl. You know damn well who I'm talking to. Wait a second. Let me climb down and get my feet together. Wait a minute now. Rappers make me laugh, though, I swear. Rappers are funny, man. You ever see rappers freestyle, like when they be battling each other? You ever notice the more angry a rapper get, the higher his hands get? You ever notice that they start off so kind? Like this is rappers when they freestyle. They're like the dude when he be listening to the other guy. You ready? No, I got him, baby. Wait, this is really how they be. Look, real talk. Hey, look, though. Hey, is that a rapper? I'm really trying to be a rapper right now. Like this. This is a real angry rapper. Real talk. I kill niggas. I slayed it. Don't love it. You want to beat me to get it? I'll get it back now. The dude be so confused. Oh, this nigga's crazy. He's about to, she be trying to follow his hands. This thing is crazy. He's about to kill me. He's going to cut me or something. I can't be that guy, man. Want to be. There's so much stuff that I wanted to do that I'm realizing now that I can't do it. Like, I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an R&B singer for a long time, but I can't sing, but I can dance my ass off if anybody in here is trying to be a singer. I'm about to tell you what you need to know to make it all right. There's some more classified stuff. All you know how to do is open your hands, close them, and point. That's it. I know it sounds crazy, Oh, like what? But I'm telling you, wow, it looked good. Watch this. I'm not going to say nothing, but tell me this. Don't look at me. I'm about to say some stuff. Look at, shit. Keep on, sing something. What are you going to say, girl? That or the slide out? You know, the slide out is, you ever see an old group and the old group being a thing? Like the Temptations of somebody? You never know who the lead singer is, so they slide out. They be like this. They slide out and start singing on you. That's the best shit ever. Because they be talking shit they like, either like, these bitches don't even know what's about to hit. They're about to slide out. He's good. This guy's good. He's good. Don't put a sing to a little girl. I got tons. Like, listen then. I know. Look, okay, I learned this the hard way, so this is a little bit of advice from me to you, okay? And I just say that because we've all been drinking, we all been having a good time, and we got to get home. And I understand how that works, but I learned it the hard way, and if I can share with you guys and it helps, so be it, But if you don't need it, whatever. Cops hate when you touch their faces, but this will work. Okay, pay attention, gentlemen, pay attention. When you're driving home, you know how the cop pulls you over and they do that, like that flashlight and all the windows, and they distract you and you're nervous, and then they're on top of you. We're like, you know why I pulled you over? And you're like, no, wait, I don't know. This is what you do, okay? When you see the lights go on, that's when I want you to start taking deep breaths. Calm down, relax. You're in control, okay? He'll be shining the flashlight, and when he comes up to it and he goes, excuse me, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? Don't answer that first one. Don't you stare. And you just stare straight ahead. Now the power switch, you're in control. He's confused, disoriented. Whoa. Why isn't this guy answering me? Is he deaf? That's what I want you to let him ask you again. Excuse me, sir, do you know why I pulled you? This is what I want you to do, okay? Bold, powerful, confidential. Take your finger, put it to his lips and go shh, shh, and let him know gently so he knows you're in control. Stroke his mustache just and then take off. He'll be on the side of the road for 15 minutes. All right. I fought a bear one time. I used to have a TV show in the States called Hurt Bird, where I took dangerous men's jobs. You understand what I did? I was a dominatrix skip. I was an MMA fighter. I was a rodeo clown. One day they called up and they're like, hey, do you want to fight a bear? It's like, who does that for a living? And they're like, you do on Thursday. And I show up and it's a 9-foot grizzly bear. I'm telling you, like a big ass bear. Just as dumb as you think a bear would look. So I don't know any better. I go up to the bear. I just get to set. I stick my hand out in front of his nose so he can get my scent. And the trainer goes, what the fuck are you doing? I go, I'm letting him get my scent. He goes, this is a bear, not a labradoodle. He goes, we have protocol. Take these. Then he hands me 5 marshmallows. He says, when the bear is not looking, take a marshmallow, put it in your mouth. Then nonchalantly walk in front of the bear, show him the marshmallow, like, and allow the bear the opportunity to engage you, and take the marshmallow out of your mouth with his mouth. God, it's this way. You learn to trust him. I was like, fuck that. I was thought of this. Felt of this. Is this the bear's idea? He goes, hey, buddy, this is how we do it. And my crew's behind him, like, this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
I don't know any better.
So I go behind the bear, take the marshmallows like David Blaine, and I whip one in my mouth.
Just walk in front of the bear, sneaky.
And then like a hooker, like... and then like a hooker, like... The bear out of the corner of his eye sees the marshmallow and loses his shit, and I'm going, that he rushes me. And with the grace of a frat boy trying to close the deal at 4 a.m., tongue kisses it out of my mouth, tongue in. Bears never brush their teeth. I'm making out with a homeless guy 5 times in a row. I get done. And the trainer's like, fantastic, we're ready. I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Jim, you haven't learned anything. He goes, what are you talking about? You learned the most important lesson. I go, what's that? And he goes, the bear likes marshmallows. I go, what am I supposed to do with that knowledge? He goes, listen, if you get in trouble, just very confidently say marshmallow. Now, what will happen is the bear will hear that, and he'll give you some space to do your trick, but we'll hear it, and we'll know you're in trouble, and we'll get you out of there. Yeah, but he thinks they're inside me. What if? He's like, don't worry, I kinked him. He goes, you'll be fine, let's go. And I swear to God, the bear is smiling.
He's like, oh, bitch, I know how to get marshmallows around here.
I gotta tap you out, dude. And he grabs me and he put me in a bear hug and locked down and just starts grinding on my ass. Now I'm looking at the crew, the trainer going, hey, marshmallow, fucking marshmallow, get me the fuck out of here. Marshmallow. The trainer looks scared and he jumps in front of me. He's like, go limp. I'm like, oh, please be talking to me right now. Is there a bear cock climbing up my jeans? About the split center scene. Just, oh, marshmallow. So I go limp. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting date raped by a bear. I slide out of his paws, and that's the last thing I remember because apparently his instincts took over and he sat on my face, and that's the last thing I remember. My wife, who I had brought this set, I've been dating 2 months, and I was just trying to impress her. You know, my wife is a redneck, like a real redneck. Like her parents met on Ancestry Mingle. Like when she talks, you smell biscuits. Like she's not afraid of big animals that she grew up around that shit. She just goes over, grabs a marshmallow, shoves it in her mouth, stands by my feet and goes, the bear that takes his balls out of my mouth goes over to her, takes a marshmallow to her mouth. They pull the bear to one side, her to the other, and they drag me under a tree. And that's where I woke up, in the lap of my producer, Tim Scott. And I woke up and I said, what happened? And he looked at me, he's like, well, he got raped and teabagged by a bear. You might want to get tested. He goes, but that chick, that Leanne chick, I think she saved your life. And my wife comes over at that exact moment and leans in and her head blocks the sun. There's a halo from the Lord himself surrounding this woman's face as she leans in. And you're like, really fucking, that's my narrative. She leans in and goes, are you okay? And I look up, having just faced death at this woman's face with an aura around her head. And I knew at that very moment, I said I would have never done that for her. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Hey, Horian. Hi. How you doing? I'm Bert Kreischer. Bert Horian. And Gracie is in Hoist. Gracie is in Hoist. Gracie. You know Hoist? Yeah, I know Hoist. Hoist is my brother, Gracie. So today, Corey is going to walk you through what it's like to be an ultimate fighter. The bloodiest, most barbaric show in history.
To eat wipes in championship.
That's the only way you can actually come to an answer in terms of what style of martial arts works or not. Is create a venue that can allow these guys to use anything and everything they want. Punches, kicks, strikes, headbutts, elbow hits, anything fighting. If the guy bit the other one, the fight would go on. The reason I came up with the octagon is so the guys couldn't run away. Because sometimes during the fight, if the person's getting beat up, he might think about running away.
Yeah, that's the first thing that goes through my mind.
This is one of my first matches in the United States. In fact, against the karate kickboxing champ, I was able to close the distance very quickly because that's what you want to do in a fight. You want to close the distance with your opponent. See, I would think further away would be better. So what's your opener like in a fight, Dad? What's your opener? I'll share you soon enough. I always thought a good one would be finger in the butter, ball grabbing. Okay, now that you got a good sense of the history of this whole thing, let's get you suited up and take you to the Met and show you some chokes and arm bars and locks and stuff like that. Let's have some fun, man. Oh, God. I can't even talk my way out of this. There's something. Yeah, all right, guys, this is Bert.
Hey, how you guys doing? Nice to meet you. Head on. Heavy. Head on. Yes, Bert.
Well, what's the quickest way to get me to the ground? How come everyone else's kimono looks normal? It's normal when they do a throw. You just feel. All you feel is like a thug, and then it's silent for a second, and then it's all they put in your. That's it. You guys have a menacing look to you. Just give me a second, bro. And being afraid of things, it's just a way of, protecting yourself. Your instincts kick in, and you want to be protective. He's in the survival mode. If he wasn't, would make sure to stretch his limitation until he would get to that point. Okay, you got me. One way or the other. The guy's going to hurt. I got deep. I think I mastered the tap out. Definitely, when I tap out, I like to give a quick, okay, that's it. Okay, tap, 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 tap. You don't want to hit just once, because then he might just think, oh, I brushed up against this. You want it. Hey, I know what I'm doing here, Burr. I'm going to let you.
What are you doing? Tap it, tap it.
I know what you're doing, which is called is an elbow snapper or whatever. The elbow snapper, yes. I wish we had to tap out on all our segments.
How come no one's sweating?
I'm the only one sweating. There's a moment where they grabbed the collar and he started choking, and you fight it. They're like, no, Megan. And I think I was tapping his leg, like, stop it, but he wouldn't stop. And then I swear to God, it was like, I just started hearing everything going, it's okay. Yeah, remember what happens is that you cut off the circulation of the blood to the brain. As soon as the circulation is completely cut off, he's going to unplug. You know, there was a moment, I think you can see it in my eye, just a moment where I said, this is really cool. And everyone was standing over me. Like, I was like on the operating table. What I'd done is I'd fallen through the mat, you know, and my body was kind of holding on to the head, but dancing a little bit. That was like drugs. And how long did I out for? 2 seconds. Shut up! It feels like 3 or 4 hours and you're out, so that's why he had no idea. Well, if you hold long enough, you can actually kill somebody. I want to do it again? No, Burr. I want to see what it would be like. If you're like a crazy person on the street and you're running towards them with a knife, and we'll see what techniques they use to take you down. Let's look up. Run at you with a knife to take him down really hard. I mean, okay. Who's up first? What's up first? I went after them really, like a guy with a knife, you know, like Coley. What's up? Oh yeah, you don't know which hand it's coming from, do you? Went after with an under. It got taken from me after now stab him. I went over with an overstab, and it got taken from me. Okay, here, stop it. Okay, then I just tried to do a punch. Next thing you know, you're on the ground. So are we cool? The idea now is to bring you a new opponent and see if you can last for 30 seconds without tapping out. Okay, you're good to use the stuff that you've learned today.
I just learned how to get thrown around, though. That should be a good start.
Who's like, call it?
Well, it's Jordan Collins. I'm 14 years old, and I have an orange belt, and I'm going to hurt Bert. Hi, Jordan. How you doing? I know the handshake move. Come on. How you doing? Bert's going to be the base guy, I thought. I think I'll still beat him in 15 seconds. How old are you? 14. Got 30. And I just ate, so if I fart, I'm sorry. My prediction is that he will be crying like a girl before 15 seconds. All right, ready to go? Wait, what am I never learned this part. What do I do? I just start standing up and then see what happens, man. Go ahead and see what happens. Wait, I don't know where the 7 seconds went, to be honest with you. I mean, because all I remember is like a millisecond of him grabbing me and throwing. I hate to say that. The kid threw me to the ground. I got beat up by a kid, okay? Is that what you guys want? How old is he? For real? I want to see some ID. I was pushing him, and I was like, and just like a little kid, I was like, come on. Stop it. Help, I helps resisting. I was reaching for man hair. I was trying to grab onto something, Daddy. Ready? Go for it. Hey. Oh, Mike, go. Oh, guys, got my tap. I can't tap. Okay. That's a little smaller leg to tap out on, but it's the same tap out, that same feeling that he took both my hands. I couldn't tap out. I tried tapping on my foot. Does his face look weird?
It's our last night of partying, everybody. Well, not you. You live here. But I gotta go home and be a dad tomorrow. Yeah, everyone got the stomach flu, and I gotta show up and be daddy on duty.
And I've been partying for 2 days. I'm not ready for it. I'm not a good dad to begin with. I'm the kind of dad like, okay, yeah, the other day I farted in a McDonald's cup, and I put my hand on it, and I walked it over to my daughters. I was like, girls, you're never gonna believe this, but I just caught a few. Now, there's a part of me who was like, is that the right thing to do? When I got him, you know, as a guy, when you fucking got him, they're like, oh my God, because they believe. I'm like, take a look, and they're like, I don't see it. And they start crying. But that's your job as a parent, really, is to explain to them why that's funny. I said, girls, I'm teaching you comedy. Those are the basic proof principle. Is a comedy misdirection followed by a surprise. You thought it was a fairy. You had hope in your eyes when you realized it was a fart. Then look, you made that. That look makes Daddy happy. They didn't get it. We go inside. These bitches snitch on me. Say to my wife, they're like, Daddy's making us eat farts. That's not what happened. That sounds weird. Like, we're behind the garage. I'm like, fucking take it. My wife explodes. Shouldn't you do that to a little girl? Well, let me tell you something. You want equality in the workplace? You take a fart to the face. That's how that works.
Happened to every boy in here.
Hey, you want to see what a dream smells like? Sure thing, Uncle Dave. Next morning, my daughters wake me up by the young one, the fucking lunatic straddling my throat. The big one's right next to her going, Daddy, wake up. We got a joke for you. I open my eyes, and the thumbsucker says, guess what's in my hand? Now I'm fucking panicking. I'm thinking, did she find our gun? How's this going to end? But it dawns on me, every guy knows what's in her hand. What's in her hand? A fart pom-pom. We've all done it. And if you haven't done it as a woman, try it next time. Take a look at that. Like, I'm almost proud as a parent that I taught her a joke. She's using back on me. I'm beaming with pride when I'm like, I don't know, baby, what's in your hand? She says, a punch in the mouth, bam. Oh, I did not see that coming. I don't know what look I made, but it must have been good because these two fell on the ground and started laughing their tits off them. And then they stopped because they realized I'm not laughing. They're like, "Wow, it's a joke." I go, "Yeah, I got it." They're like, "Is it funny?" You go, "Yeah, it will be when we do it to your mom." Their sense of humor is sick. And I say that knowing one morning, this is a while ago, this is when we lived in an apartment. They woke up at 5 in the morning because they're training to be fucking farmers or some shit. Either that or I'm a meth lab out of their closet, I don't know. I hear them laughing hysterically on the baby monitor, like two homeless guys who just found a 22. So let's get haircuts. So I go downstairs. But this is what I see. Isla, my lunatic, the one that she's naked, which isn't weird, I know. You're like, "Oh, really?" No, it's not that weird because I don't wear underwear. Apparently, I told her one time, "You don't need to." I don't remember. I guess I told her sometimes you got to let your shit breathe. We only know that because that's what she told her preschool teacher on the swing set in a dress, just airing her shit. Bam. Raw dog in the class. Take a look at that. And the teacher's like, "Oh, my God, Olive, where are your panties?" 4 years old. Sometimes you got to let your shit breathe. So he was naked. George is in a rocking chair laughing hysterically. And our dog is sitting at the end. I'm like, "I don't fucking know." I go, "Guys, it's really early. What could possibly be this funny?" Georgie gets out of the chair, goes, "Daddy, you got to see baby Ayla's new trick. It is hilarious." I said, "What is it?" She goes, "I don't want to spoil it for you, Daddy. You got to see it, Ayla. Show Daddy." So Ella, my lunatic, my naked one, real quick, takes her finger and shoves it up her ass. Now, hold on. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you dare. It's 5 in the morning. Do you think I saw that coming? Do you think I could have been like, "Don't think you're an asshole"? No. I don't know that the super nanny couldn't have stopped that. And it's already in there. I mean, I kind of want to see the second part of the trick. She takes it out and puts it in the dog's mouth. Now, "Hey, I wasn't a fan either." She's telling you. I saw it. I was like, "What the fuck? What are you guys, Germans?" Georgia gets in my face and goes, "Calm down. It's funny. I guess you just don't get it." I'm like, "I'm a freaking comedian. What part of that trick's funny?" Georgia, without even breaking a smile, she goes, "We've been doing it all morning and Mona's never figured out his poop. All right, do it one more time." They do it again. The dog comes back. "Oh, the finger. What's on the finger?" I'm like, "Shut up. Do it again." An hour later, my wife woke up. I'm like, "You got to see baby Isla's new trick." She's like, what is it?" I was like, "I don't want to spoil it for you, Isla." Show mommy and Isla just wham, wham.
And Lightwife's like, "What the is wrong with you? Like, give it an hour. I think it's funnier."
Dog doesn't know if you guys have been awesome. Thank you. It's our last night of partying. Everybody will. "Well, not you. You live here, but I got to go home and be a dad tomorrow." Yeah. Everyone got the stomach flu, and I got to show up and be daddy on duty. And I've been partying for 2 days, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not a good dad to begin with. I'm the kind of dad like, okay, yeah, the other day I farted in a McDonald's cup, and I put my hand on it, and I walked it over to my daughters. I was like, "Girls, you're never going to believe this." But I just caught it wrong. Now there's a part of me who was like, "Is that the right thing to do?" But I got him. You know, as a guy, when you fucking got him, they're like, "Oh, my God," because they believe. Come. I'm like, "Take a look," and they're like, "I don't see it." And they start crying. But that's your job as a parent, really, is to explain to them why that's funny. I said, "Girls, I'm teaching you comedy. Those are the basic principles of comedy misdirection, followed by a surprise. You thought it was a fairy. You had hope in your eyes when you realized it was a fart. That look, you made that. That look makes Daddy happy. They didn't get it. They go inside. These bitches stitch on me. They tell my wife they're like, Daddy's making us eat farts. That's not what happened. That sounds weird. Like, we're behind the garage. I'm like, but take it. My wife explodes. You don't do that to a little girl. Well, let me tell you something. You want equality in the workplace, you take a fart to the face. That's how that works. Happened to every boy in here. Hey, you want to see what a dream smells like? Sure thing, Uncle Dave. Next morning, my daughters wake me up by the young one, the fucking lunatic straddling my throat. The big ones were right next to her going, Daddy, wake up, we got a joke for you. I open my eyes, and the thumbsucker says, guess what's in my hand? Now I'm fucking panicking. I'm thinking, did she find our gun? How's this gonna end? But it dawns on me, every guy knows what's in her hand. What's in her hand? A fart. Pom-pom. We've all done it. If you haven't done it as a woman, try it next time. Take a look at that. Like, I'm almost proud as a parent that I taught her a joke she's using back on me. I'm beaming with pride when I'm like, I don't know, baby. What's in your hand? She says, a punch in the mouth, damn. Oh, I did not see that coming. I don't know what look I made, but it must have been good, because these two fell on the ground and started laughing. Their tits off. Oh, then they stopped because they realized I'm not laughing. They're like, whoa, it's a joke. I go, yeah, I got it. They're like, is it funny? I go, yeah, it will be when we do it to your mom. These two, their sense of humor is sick. And they say that knowing one morning. This is a while ago. This is when we lived in an apartment. We woke up at 5 in the morning. 5 in the morning because they're training to be fucking farmers or some shit. Either that or a meth lab out of their closet. I don't know. I just hear them laughing hysterically on the baby monitor, like two homeless guys who just found a 25. And so let's get haircuts. So I go downstairs. This is what I see. I don't know, my lunatic, the one that she's naked, which isn't weird, I know. We're like, oh, really? No, it's not that weird because I don't wear underwear. So apparently I told her one time, you don't need to, I don't remember. I guess I told her sometimes you gotta let your shit breathe. We only know that because that's what she told her preschool teacher on the swing set in a dress, just airing her shit. Bam. Raw dog in the class. And the teacher's like, oh my God, Alpha, where are your panties? 4 years old. Sometimes you gotta let your shit breathe. So I was naked, George is in a rocking chair laughing hysterically, and our dog is sitting at him. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I go, guys, it's really early. What could possibly be this funny? Georgie gets out of the chair, goes, Daddy, you gotta see baby Isla's new trick. It is hilarious. But I said, what is it? She goes, I don't want to spoil it for you, Daddy. You gotta see it. Isla, show Daddy. So Ella, my lunatic, my naked one, real quick, takes her finger and shoves it up her ass. Now, hold on. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you dare. It's 5 in the morning. Do you think I saw that coming? Do you think I could have been like, don't think you're an asshole? No, I don't know that. The super nanny couldn't have stopped that. And it's already in there. I mean, I kind of want to see the second part of the trick. And she takes it out, puts it in the dog's mouth now. Hey, I wasn't a fan either. I'm just telling you. I saw it. I was like, what the fuck? What are you guys, Germans? Georgia gets in my face. He goes, calm down. It's funny. I guess you just don't get it. I'm like, I'm a freaking comedian. What part of that trick's funny, Georgia? Without even breaking a smile, she goes, we've been doing it all morning, and Mona's never figured out. It's poop. All right, do it one more time. Then do it again. The dog comes back. What's on the finger? What's on the finger? I'm like, shut up. Do it again. An hour later, my wife woke up. I'm like, you got to see baby Isla's new trick. She's like, what is it? And I was like, I don't want to spoil it for you, Isla. Show mommy. And I just, wham, wham. And my wife was like, what is wrong with you? Like, give it an hour. It gets funnier. The dog doesn't know it's here. You guys have been awesome. The dog doesn't know it's... You guys have been awesome. Thank you. The host trip flip on the Travel Channel, but he's with us before his weekend at the Liberty Funny Boat. Just saw that story about the dude in Australia who passed out and hit himself in the head laughing at me. Is that the best compliment ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was until I saw the actual star and I was like, whoa, we got lit up. We really did. Choking, but I dated a girl that was so dumb one time. She was literally the dumbest chick. She was afraid to eat pizza alone. She was afraid she'd choke and no one would be there.
Yeah, but that's not what made her dumb.
What? She literally asked me one time, she goes, she gonna be a flight attendant? She goes, does the Concorde, does that go the speed of sound or the speed of light? And I was like, I think you're thinking of the Millennium Falcon. She goes, so wait, when they fly, can they not hear anything? I was like, yeah, that's right. They're coordinating a plane where they all have chalkboards around their neck. They're like, I'm gonna die in cold. She was an idiot. What's up, Kristen? The commercial breaks. We were watching some of your stuff, man. You get up there, you do your thing. I take my shirt off. That's for sure. Like the first thing, you take your shirt off. Yeah, everyone asked me. Conan asked me, why do you take your shirt off? It's like, I wish I didn't answer that. No, I'm weird. Well, I know my daughter's weird also, so she has tactile problems, and I have tactile problems, I think. Well, does it make you more comfortable? It does. I don't sweat. I feel more comfortable. I don't look good. It's for perimenopausal women, I think. They look at me and they're like, oh, that guy wouldn't cheat on me. That looks cool. You're a safe guy? Yeah. That's a guy who got a life insurance policy.
You're gonna be dead in 10 years.
I can live out my dreams with a young Spanish boy now. Did you really fight a bear? Did you do this whole thing about what I've done with the marshmallows? Let me tell you something.
I've done everything there is to do in the world.
Have you ever had a bucket list? I've done it all. That have jumped out of a plane with Rachel Ray, fought a bear. I was the first person to jump off the stratosphere. Jumped off the world's tallest stadium in Africa. You name it. Travel Channel.
Yeah.
Finding a bear was the dumbest thing I ever did.
I would never do that again. You can't. How do you even go into that? Mentally, how do you prepare yourself? Oh, I want to be famous. Well, the website for the Travel Channel calls you professional fun seeker. Their website sucks.
Yeah, I love traveling, chilling with the horrible the internet. They're so bad. They're the greatest people, but man, they are horrible.
All right, but you can see them on the Travel Channel, or you can see them don't. Daddy, my shows are sold out. I don't even know why I'm here. So I don't even need to be here. It's just, you can buy the bear shirt and Brown Friday and go see him at the Liberty, funnybowlocalsoap.com for the showtime.
Oh my God, thunderstorms.
There's thunderstorms. You guys ready? Stay home, don't go out. It's raining. It's just me and you. Want to go to my safe place? I love you guys. We love you. See you later. Let's talk about your forecast. The friends is over my house. I'm downstairs. We having a good time. My mom come downstairs. She said, hey, I told you to keep it down. You don't run this house. Yeah. You okay? With that being said, that's it. You're done. Go to bed. Smack me. Sit me up to my room now. You know when you get smacked, when you're a kid, you get hyped when you get by yourself. You know, smack me, bitch, in front of my pants. You smacked me in front of me. I was emotional. I was an emotional ass kid. I'm running away. That's it. I packed the bag and everything. You know how many times I packed the bag with a toy, packed the bag with one toy. I'm out. I'm sick of it. Meanie Man are out. My mom gave me permission to cuss one time. One time she gave me permission to cuss. I'm in school. I'm being bad. My teacher got mad. Said, Kevin, come here. Told me come to the front of the class. Wrote a note. Stapled the note to my chest. Said, make sure your mother read the note. I get home. My mom read the note. The note said, maybe if you showed your son some more attention at home, he wouldn't act like a fool in school, right? My mom read the note. She said, let me tell you something. You tell her mind their damn business before I come down there and I beat her ass. I said, okay, do you want me to say it like that, or do you want me to take some stuff out? What I say, tell her mind their damn business before I come down there and I beat her ass? I said, no! Oh, I heard what you said. I just want to make sure that you know that you're telling me to say the same thing. Kevin, if I tell you again, I'm a smack the was up. Yep. Okay, now I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Oh, I got it. All right, I got it. All right, I got it. Keep in mind, it's a lot of pressure, all right? My mom just gave me permission to go to school and cuss my teacher out. I didn't feel comfortable. Uncomfortable situation. So I wanted to practice. I want to go upstairs. I want to go over my lines. So I'm in the mirror. I'm trying to move all my lines. I'm like, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. All right, Mom told me to tell you to mind your dumb. No, it's too loud. That's way too loud. That's not believable. It's too loud. Finally, I go over it. I get it down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to bed early, get some rest, because I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. I don't really mess this up. So I go to bed, I wake up, get dressed, put on my pants, my shirt. I get on the school bus. All my friends see me. They get hyped. Oh, Kevin's on the bus. Everybody look, Kev on the bus. What up, Kev? I was like, yo, not today. Yeah, no. I got a lot of stuff in my mind. I can't really have you all throwing you off. And my friend was like, what you talking about? I said, I can't really get into it. All I can tell you all is that it's about to go down. He's like, what? I said, look, man, it's about to go down. Just be behind me when I walk in class. He said, all right, cool. I walk in class, Miss Green. The teacher, she starts speaking. Everybody, hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. She seen me. She was like, Kevin. I said, Miss Green. She said, did you let your mother read the notes? I said, yes, I did. She said, well, what did your mother say? I took a deep breath. I looked at my friends. It's about to go down. I said, well, my mom told me to tell you to mind your damn motherfucking business, bitch. Little stupid bitch. Little dumb teaching bitch. 2 + 2. Not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch. Cross-eyed, crying down your back. Fat foot ass bitch. Long-titted, no nipple having ass bitch. The shit that was crazy. My friends was in the background. It was like, oh, they said, no nipples. I got suspended. I got suspended in an ass whooping. My mom beat the shit out of me when I got home. I told you to say 2 cuss words. You said 76 of them. I thought I was Samuel L. Jackson. I'm sick and tired of these motherfuckers teaching this motherfucker school. I had a trench coat on. I flapped it. You know, when you flap it, you got to get that ear under it. Everybody in this, I don't give a dang. It dawned on me where she got it from, because I met her dad earlier that day. Her dad had one of those laughs. I call it the rich white guy laugh. You know what that is? It's a laugh that's followed by an awful joke. The joke doesn't make you laugh, but the laugh eventually makes you laugh. He found out I was a comedian. He kept trying to tell me he's like, oh, so you're a comic, right? Okay, all right. Listen, I got a joke for you. You can keep it if you want. I don't mind.
Okay, all right, this is crazy. It's so good.
All right, so I'm at the office. I tell this guy, I said to him, what did I say? Wait a minute. All right, I got it. Okay, all right, so I'm at the office, right? I'm at the office, and I tell this guy, I said to him, hey, pass me the stapler. When you pass it, make sure staples are in it, because if it isn't, I can't staple anything. I didn't want to laugh, but he kept looking right at me while he was doing it. Here's the weird thing you like. You know how people clap when they laugh? Like, you know, he had a clap that he would do with his laugh, but I never knew when it was coming. You know how sometimes you can time a clap? I didn't know when the clap was coming, so it was hard for me to participate and clap with him because it took too long, right? But he was still looking at me the whole time. He was like, that's like 57 seconds right there. I can't wait. 57 seconds, long time ago. To swim? I said, Dad, I can't. I don't know how to swim. He said, you know how to fucking swim? I got to be in that goddamn water and swim? There's no damn serious. Nobody ever told me how to swim. Then my dad picked me up, grabbed me, threw me in 7 feet. As soon as I hit the water, I started to die immediately. This is what my dad, asshole. That's what my dad said. Hey, you better not fucking drown. I said, well, I didn't know how to stop it. When I tell you that was the most uncomfortable ride home I've ever had with my dad in my life, keep in mind I almost died. Whenever you come close to death, you become traumatized. Hard to get that shit out of your head. I kept having flashbacks. We in a car, we driving home. I'm looking out the passenger window. Oh, I kept replaying that shit over and over again. I was like, no, don't let me go, Dad, don't let me go. Every once in a while, I would look at him. Why don't you believe me? I told you I couldn't. I don't know why. Don't make me laugh right now. This is exactly what my dad said to me. This is how my dad tried to make me feel better? This is exactly what he did. He was driving, right? I almost lost you today, didn't I? What does that mean, man? It's my dad, though. My dad is very spiteful. Like, my dad gets mad. Like, I remember him with, my mom would argue, right? No matter what he bought in the house, he would take with him when he left. I don't give a fuck what it was like if you were cooking a steak in the pan and my dad bought it when he left. Bitch, get the goddamn steak out the pan. What we gonna eat? Bitch, put the steak in my hand. I'm ready to go. Grab steak in his hand, put it in the bag. Nigga's fucking crazy. Yeah. I remember my dad took all the Christmas lights off the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve. Did you know how? Listen, do you know how mad you gotta be to take the Christmas lights off the goddamn Christmas tree? Do you know how long it takes to take the Christmas lights off the Christmas tree and to keep an attitude that whole time? Be all done up today. Too late. It's gonna be a dark Christmas in this? I bet you that. Anybody gonna see shit in this house? How many sets of lights I put on this goddamn Christmas tree? That was fucking crazy. It got to the point where I told my lady, I said, yo, I'm not taking out trash anymore. I'm not going to do it. She said, well, I'm not going to do it. I said, you don't have to. It's not a woman's job. It's a man's job. I'm going to make my son do it. He's 7 years old. It's time for him to start pulling his weight around here. He don't do shit. Hey, that's the beautiful thing about being a dad. You can do what you want when you want. Can't nobody say shit about it. And I woke my son up at 2 in the morning with a complete bullshit story. I kicked his bed. Get your ass up. Get up. Did I tell you? Get that goddamn trash out last night. First of all, that was a lie. I never said that. Never said anything like that. He woke up. He was confused. What? What? Oh, you never said that. What? Calling me a liar? Hey. Here. Have something. Get that goddamn trash out. Private schools are fucking my kids up. My son, he said, all right. He goes, let me get my flops. What? Your flops? Boy, if you don't get your black, white ass down these goddamn steps, get this fucking trash, I'm gonna knock your head loose in here. My son goes downstairs, he grabs the trash. He's about to walk outside, he sees it's real dark. He goes, Dad, it's real dark outside. Can you come with me? No, I cannot. No, that's not my journey, son. This is your journey. It's about you becoming a man. You gotta do this by yourself. And my son grabs the trash, he's literally walking outside, he goes down the driveway. I could tell when he got scared because he stopped. He started doing the shit right here. He started looking around. But he looked at me and said, see, that's why I don't like doing that shit. Go! You all right? Finish it. Let's crash in the trash can, start walking back. I don't know where my son takes off running. I mean running. All assing towards the house. Running as fast as he can. I got scared because I couldn't see what he was running from. I couldn't see it. So I closed the door. No, I did. I know it's wrong, but I did it. I don't want to lie. I shut the door. I told myself, depending on what it was going to determine if I opened up the door or not. When he got back, if it was something crazy, I was just going to put my hand on the glass. I was going to say, son, touch the glass one last time. I hated having to be this way. When I really want to piss my kids off, I let my dad spend time with them. That's how I really get to home. Here's the thing. My kids love it. Grandpa, they really do. They just don't like to be with him for too long.
Because my dad is too loud.
It's like the older you get, the louder you get. This isn't even a joke. This is how my dad walked in my house. This is his entrance where the baby's at. Hey, ho. That's his entrance. It's at the point now where I can't even let my dad watch my kids by himself. I don't watch my dad while he watches my kids because he does too many stupid things. I caught my dad giving my kids raw candy out of his pocket. Candy with no wrapper. It was loose. It was just in his pocket. He said, huh? Y'all want one of these? What the fuck is that? What are they? Is it peppermint? Ain't no goddamn peppermint. Where the line set on that peppermint? He said my jeans must have rubbed it off. Nigga not about to give my kids no gene dyed peppermint. Find more for me. Takes the peppermint out of his pocket, puts it in his mouth. 5 minutes go by. I saw my dad take that peppermint out of his mouth, put it back in his pocket. Those were half sucked on peppermints. You're not gonna give my kids no goddamn soap. Steve, that's a sucking Steve. That's an old people trick. Old people love to suck on candy and save it. I'm gonna say this. So after church, man, I ate that fucking candy. A little piece of candy left. Grandma ate that fucking candy. My dad is a character. The shit that I'm telling you, you can't make up. I bought my dad an iPhone 6 for his birthday. I've never seen my dad use the phone. Never. He comes downstairs one day, goes, hey, I want to take the kids. Go get some pizza. I said, first of all, you're not going anywhere with my kids by yourself. We can go as a group. I said, where you want to go? This is true shit. It's me not make this up. Look, my dad takes his phone out of his back pocket. This is what I hear. Cyrus, where is the closest pizza spot? What are you to say? Cyrus, where are you at? Talk to me.
Looking for a pizza spot. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Start shaking the phone.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. My dad thinks it's a nigga living in the phone. He thinks it's Siri. You dumb bitch, Siri. No, goddamn Cyrus. He's a character. I love him, though. Hates the fact that I don't whoop my kids. Hates it. My dad is old school, old generation. Old generation believes in whooping the kid's ass.
That's all they believe in. I
don't want you all to think that I just don't feel like I need to whoop my kid's ass. My voice is enough. Shut the fuck up. That's enough. Private school kids, they get scared fast. Dad's going crazy again. Let's go to our secret spot. Private school kids, I still allow my closest friends to come over to my house once a month. Once a month. We have game night at my house once a month.
I'll be honest with you, people. I personally don't like game night. I can't stand game night.
I think game night brings the worst out of couples, especially in my household, because we're way too competitive. We play Monopoly, but I don't like the way we play Monopoly. We don't play it correctly. We allow the negotiations to go outside of the game of Monopoly, for example. Here's how we negotiate. All right, let's say we plan right. Here's how we negotiate. I said, all right, look, you can land on my property 2 times without paying, but you got to pay my apartment ticket that I got in real life yesterday. If you agree to that, that's our deal. You understand what I'm saying? Last time we played, I got pissed because the women got drunk. When women get drunk, women, you guys can get stupid when you get drunk. You got 2 levels, ladies. You got not drunk and stupid. You skip all the space. Like, literally, you just hop over all the fucking space. It's either, no, I'm not drinking like that tonight, or it's, oh my God, I'm so fucked up. It's one or the other. It's, oh my God, I can't believe I got this fucked up. Goes out and somebody put one of the Monopoly pieces in my butt. What's he saying? I'm so fucked up. That messed up the game, and I was killing the game. I was destroying the goddamn game. Now, I can admit I'm very childish when I play board games. Very childish. Whenever you land on my property, I make DJ noises. Every time. Every time you land on my property, you gotta pay that. You gotta pay that. My wife was drunk. She landed on my property. I lit her up. You gotta fucking pay that. Daddy, you gotta pay that. Well, I can see a woman when she's drunk, but she tried to talk like she's not drunk, but she's clearly drunk. She was like, ain't I? It ain't even that serious. How much? How much I owe you? What I owe you? I look down. She don't have no money. You don't even have no money. Stop wasting time. Take your piece. Put your piece in the box. Get the fuck up. You lost. Get the fuck out of here. You want to do me like that? You want to do your wife like that? Yes. Yes. It's a game. All I want to do is win. I took a piece. I plucked it. I packed that shit. Shot across the room somewhere. Then get the fuck out of here. Don't be fast talking like within a game of Monopoly. She goes, all you want to do is win now. All you want to do is club sometimes. What I got to do with anything? What they got to do with the goddamn game? I don't know where Harry and Wayne stood up. They was like, me. Sure, it hit you. That's it. A little bit. I mean, it did make me start thinking like, oh, it'd be fun to keep doing that voice and make it something new. Does Nick know you based this on the psychotic character / Nick Cage? I don't think that's going to come up now. You don't think it's going to go up? I don't see Nick Cage sitting at home just like checking out Comedy Central. You got it. I don't know you're following South Park. A lot of people do sit home, and that's true. Follow South Park. Cage might be a South Park head. What could be? Look, the thing is, South Park's got a real dedicated fan base. They've been on for 600 years. That's right. And it's easily one of the greatest shows ever created. Absolutely. So I guess what I would just ask of South Park fans is if you watch it and it ends and Diegman's coming on, just leave your TV on, like you don't have to even watch it. You can leave the room and like check your email, do whatever, like just so we get like a decent rating. And I get to keep making my cartoon with my friends. I know you do You do a lot of projects, some of them with your friends. Who do you like discuss? Like when you deciding what you're gonna do? Yeah. Did you decide or you discuss this with someone? Or how do you work at it? Consult my team. And how many people are on this team of yours, like at any one time? Yeah, like 9. Actually, they're here 9 right now. Do you want me to bring them out? No, not at all. But okay, there you go. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is the baseball team. Yes. They say hello to the Calabasas Cardinals, Jimmy. They're the best team west of the 405 freeway. I'm sure they're great. Hi, kids, how you doing? But I was thinking, you know, when most actors, your kids know this, when most actors say they have a team, they mean like an agent, manager, publicist, lawyer, etc., right? How most actors, Jimmy. In fact, many people don't even really consider me to be an actor at all. What do you mean by that? You know, I think I'm thought of more as just like a guy that's in stuff with, yeah. Okay, oh, who's that? Yes, Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg is on the phone. Yeah.
Okay, so just tell him that I can't talk and tell him that I'm doing Oprah right now. Yeah, you're talking to the hustle, number 3. He was talking, way to look alive, buddy. Wait, why did you say you were doing Oprah instead of being here? Because I wanted Steven Spielberg to be impressed, okay. So, all right, so you got Digman coming out next week, and then what do you got going on after that? Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that question. Why? He gave me the take signal. Yeah. Hey, look, that's why I pay him the big bucks. Oh, you pay these kids? Yeah, of course. I got to give them a little taste. How much does he give you? How much do you give him? You know, just a standard comment, 25% to this group of children. That's right. And they earn every penny, Jimmy. They do? Yeah. I mean, these kids have carried me through a lot. You know, when I told them my Prius number 4 pulled me out of the wreckage and put me in the passenger seat before the cops even showed up. Wow, yeah, nicely done. Thanks for that, 4. When I tore my ACL, number 8 scored me the dopest right off-brand painkillers from the dark web. Oh, wow, yeah. I went through some crazy to get it, too. I tell you that, yeah. Hey, I bet you did. Wow, you seem very close to the kids. You are. Yeah. We're like a family, right? What do we always say, kids? There's no lights for Noe and Andy. That's right, there's no I in Andy unless it's Andy McDowell. Unless it's Andy McDowell, yeah. Oh, yeah. She does interesting spelling, yeah. Oh, all right, well, that makes sense. All right, good effort, guys. Here, have some orange slices. Here we go. Throw oranges at him, too, huh? Oh, no. Hey, who wants to go to Dave & Buster's? All right. Crispy chicken bites on me. Now go pull the van around. I'll meet you kids out there. They drive.
The kids drive the van, they do?
Yeah. All right, well, that's what a sweet thing you're doing there with those children. I'm about to disagree. Destroy them at skate ball, Tom. Okay, Andy Samberg, everybody. His new show is called Big Man Lungs and I Comedy Section right after South Park. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. We'll be back on Lucas Cage. Every week it's another city for me. I get asked the same questions every week by people. Are people the same everywhere? No.
Some places suck and they have shittier people.
I just gave you a sociology degree. How about that? You like that? There's one universal truth about people, though. Just one is true, and that is that everybody just wants to connect. It doesn't matter where you go or what language you speak. People just want to connect. And you have chemistry with somebody, you know, if you're like, I want to hang out with this person, or I want to date this person, or I want to harness this person at the bottom of my big rig and drive them around for a while and bury them 18 miles west of Lake Worth. And when I drive by, I'll get a boner. We all have these thoughts, right? Sometimes there's nothing there, and people try to force a connection. I think that's just rude. I'm checking in a hotel a few weeks ago. The guy comes from behind the counter. He goes, where are you from? I said, Los Angeles. And he goes, yeah, I got family in Denver. And I was like, what a coincidence. And he goes, yeah, they got a furniture store. I said, I like to sit on furniture. We're 2 for 2. I have shoes on. You have shoes on. Yeah, I walk around. Let's party. There's nothing there. Sometimes there's nothing there, and that's okay. You're not supposed to connect with everybody on the planet. That would be absurd. You should embrace that. I've been doing this. You should do this, too. Next time you're in a bar, or you're just out walking around and somebody goes, hey, man, just don't dump them all friended up. Like, I only tell my friends what time it is. Thank you, gentlemen. Burr, catch short. Oh, this is the hammering. The thing that was like the hammering home I did, like one of the best stand-up, like 5-10 minute sets I've ever seen. Have you ever seen Bernie Mac when he came out? Oh, you know what, man? I'm scared of you. Yeah, hit that and then boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I ain't scared of you. You don't scare me. Patrice told me about that. So what Patrice told me was, he told me I was like to watch that. Well, no, he just told me about it for years. Because we came up in the 90s before. Like, you know, the internet was just a bunch of computer nerds. They don't go playing ping pong. I don't know what the fuck it was at that point. Whoa. You had sports lines, but you couldn't, there was no shit. YouTube was still 10 years away. So he told me about that and was basically saying the same kind of thing that a bunch of guys were getting booed off stage. And Hamburger Jones was the one before him, I think. Is that his last name? Burger? Hamburger? So he told me that. He came out and was like, you don't scare me, New York. I'm not afraid of you. And all that type of stuff. And so that's the thing, like, but that's why, like, I got undue credit for the Philly thing. just like the Philly thing happened, right? When YouTube happened. So there was somebody there to document it where, like, Bernie Mac, rest his soul, had already done it. Then no. It's the thing that I pulled out from both of them was you had the, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. In that fucking 7-minute set when you did that, that's the part where you get chills. You go. Like at one point you're saying it as in this is, I got 10 more minutes. Like, oh fuck. And then at one point you're like, you're almost reveling in the fact that I have 7 more minutes to make fun of you. Like it's the same.
I was never reveling.
Okay, I looked like I was, but I wasn't fucking fidgeting. I had a fucking headache at the end of it. And I was like, 2 days afterwards, I was locked. Like when they say somebody has this, like he had a death grip. Yeah. And you know, like, I remember hearing this hilarious story. I remember watching this, my mother, we were laughing our asses off at the way this guy described this fucking, these 2 guys are flying like a Cessna and they hear this rattle in the back and it's the fucking door in the back, one of those old school doors that you open it. And the stairs are also on the door. Folks, yeah, they put down, so he went to go shut it. Fucking thing flew open, so the pilot's up there like, oh my God, my friend just got sucked out of the plane. And then he's also thinking, how am I going to land this fucking thing? Because the door hangs down lower. Like it hangs down lower than the wheels there. So long story short, he fucking lands the damn thing. And he's wiping tears away. And he fucking gets to the back stairs. And there's this buddy, feet still in the plane, head down at the bottom of the stairs, holding on to the banister thing. And he's talking to him. And the guy's not saying so. He had to step over him. He chatted to him, talked to him for around 20 minutes because he had a death grip. It's just like a body overrides whatever that is that makes your muscles tired. The last...
Don't let go, motherfucker. And like he was there for like 45 minutes. My mother, we were crying. They didn't tell it as colorful as I did.
This is how funny my family is. All they just said was, yeah, it took us a half hour to get him to let go of the stairs because he had what's known as the death grip. And we just you just saw the whole thing just roaring. You saw the pilot standing there like, Jerry, it's okay now, Jerry. And him just fucking still mentally at 30,000 fits or whatever. I guess you couldn't be that high. You wouldn't be able to breathe. But anyways, I had like mental version, like I was walking around New York and I was looking at people and just thinking insults, and I'm not joking. It took me like, almost mentally traumatic was not funny. No, dude, I had a headache. This episode was brought to you by The Machine. Bikes, I get like verbal tics, I don't have Tourette's. I wish I did. It looks fun, but I'll just yell shit it. It's like a hook on a catchy song, except it's just stuff that I watched. And then bikes that I just yell it, over and over, only like 2 or 3 million times. But I'm obsessed with the show, Scared Straight. If you've never seen it, it's tremendous. Here's what they do in the show. They take kids with middle school and high school kids that are getting in trouble a lot, and they send them to jail for a day. And the idea is that jail will scare the fuck out of the kid, and then he'll get his life together. Then Scared Straight. It's tremendous. I'm obsessed with one episode. It aired once in 1999. Here's what's great. It aired uncensored, which is bananas. And in this episode, they did not send the kids to jail like they normally do. Instead, they send them to a maximum security penitentiary prison. And those prisoners verbally assaulted these kids, and they're crying a lot. And it's the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life. First of all, don't feel like too bad for them, but these kids are super badass. They're not like spitting spitballs in class and say they're fucking stabbing other kids. They're badass kids, okay? And they show up to this thing with attitude. Like they walk in, they're like, this ain't shit. I run 6th grade. But like, I ain't scared of you, man. Like, can't scare me. And they're greeted by a guy named Crazy Chris. Chris has scars on his face, and it says, his screen freezes, and it says Chris killed 6 people, and he's doing a double life sentence. Like, this dude is so bad that when he dies and he's reincarnated, that guy's doing life in prison also. So this is a bad motherfucker right here. The kid's like squatting around, and Chris is like, hey, my name's Crazy Chris, and from now on you will see me in your nightmares. And the kids are like, what the fuck? Like, I'm 12? Don't talk to me like that, man. That's crazy. And then he goes, if I ever see you again, I'll take a bite out of each of you. They're like, all right, we're all reformed now. Thank you very much. So, Jesus. I know. But they can't leave. The next guy comes up to him, and he goes, hold my pocket, hold my pocket. And he makes kids walk around holding the inside of his pocket. You understand? So he walks. And then they're like, I don't know what you know about prison, but if you're holding on to another dude's pocket, it's going to be a rough day, all right? Not only is this guy making kids hold this, but he's talking ridiculous shit to middle schoolers. I was like, I'm gonna make you suck my dick for breakfast every morning. The kid's like, I hate breakfast, funny shit like that. So he's like, I'm a mush your motherfucking face. And the kid's like, it's so fucking funny.
There's one exchange where this dude, he pulls a kid out of line. The kid's like, he weighs, I don't know, 100 pounds. And he has a bowl cut, okay? He has a bowl cut. In prison, gets parted in the middle. The prisoner goes, why are you here? And the kid's like stealing, and he hears, the fuck you took? And the kid goes, bikes? And he goes, bikes, and that's why I yell bikes all the time. You should see me when we drive by a bike store. Holy shit, I'll be driving, I'll be like, oh. And my wife, she's pretty over. She'll go like, you get one. I'm like, all right, I'm going to make this shit count, so I'll pull over. I roll down the window, and I wait until I see somebody checking out one of the sidewalk displays, like all the bikes out there. With this now, the surveillance went on, go bikes, and they're like, what the fuck? And I'll go stop selling drugs, and I drive up. I'm Tom Segura, and I have a new series coming out on Netflix called Bad Thoughts. And Netflix thought it would be a good idea to screen it for some random folks, come out with me, big boy, and see what's begin. She loved it. Her mouth is hanging open. This lady's been so unamused. It's fantastic. Eyes being covered. Oh, my God. This is so disgusting. Completely blown away. Some Oscar-worthy dark that may be squirming from that.
Is it too much how you like salmon?
We not even thinking about it. I really hope my sensei, Seagull Aikido master, bloated action star, resident idiot of Russia currently. I hope you're proud of how I depicted you in this video. It was meant to be an homage to you, sir, you clown. It really kind of looks like Doll is doing a music video. I mean, if you watch it from a distance, you're like, he's doing that now, yeah. So we've been shooting for about it gives you a new perspective on entertainment and what people put into, like, you know, a video, a music video. Just we've been dancing for 4.5 hours, and this final result will be 80 to 90 seconds. And we still have a few hours to go, so I'm exhausted, everything hurts. But everybody has a great attitude here, which makes it fun. And they're making me look good, I think. I think Seagull would be proud. I think he will be proud when he sees this. I love you, Sensei. We also hired this great actor, Tom Nicholson, who was willing to play a large version of Burr, which is obviously an oxymoron, but, like, you know, he's slightly bigger than Burr. And then we would face replacement Burt, which is one of my favorite things ever. So here's how we tricked Burt. We needed to get his face, to put it over the actor's face, so that it would look like Burt was this even larger man. And the only way to do it, they said, would be to actually get footage of Burt in front of camera. Like, well, how are we going to do that? So we came up with, why don't we shoot fake promos for our podcast, Two Bears, One Cave, and just use Burt sitting there talking about, like, hey, on the next Two Bears, we like doing facial expressions and use that and put it on the actor so that Burt's in the video and looks like he's playing himself, but that day was like a really long day. And I remember I told you, Raimi and the guys, and even Burt, I was like, I'm going to go put my son down. Why don't you shoot yours, and then I'll come back and shoot mine. But I just went home. I was just tired. And Burt stayed there and did promos and made faces. And the funny thing was, like, they didn't even have a microphone set up, and he didn't really consider it. That they just taped something there, and they were like, oh, go ahead, it's running. Because they were just looking. They just want a video, you know. And when he put that together in his head on our podcast was an amazing moment. I was really happy about that. And we're about to move on to the final piece, which is killing Burt. So it's been an exhausting, but I think it's going to be an awesome final product. I cannot believe how hard dancers work these. The girls are amazing. They were like, they're just incredible. They just did it over and over like it was nothing. So anyways, they're the best. And now we're going to do the most fun thing, which is stab and then shoot Burt. So people have asked me, they're like, why do you stab him? Like, because it's funny, but it wasn't my idea. I would take credit for that.
That was actually Rami's idea. He was like, why don't you stab him? But I was like, oh, yeah, that's sure. I mean, he's like, you know what you could do? You could stab him.
And then you take a handgun and shoot him. Put that down. Take a shotgun. Shoot him with the shotgun. Put that down. Take a machine gun. Shoot him with the machine gun. I was like, I mean, at this point, I'm like fully hard. I was like, yes. But, yeah, that wasn't my idea. But kill Burt. Oh, my God, I just killed Mike. How do you feel about it? It was great. I start counting more people, just like family and friends. I did not spend a ridiculous amount of money. I keep seeing that. People saying, they're like, well, yeah, you spent 6 figures. No, I didn't, boss. Should I have to get that video? Yeah, but I got hooked on up because Rami is a decent man, and he got me friend rates for everything, so I didn't pay that much money. Yeah, it was more than Burt's, but not that much more. See what I mean? I just want to add that I love Burt. It was fun to do this, but also Burt should know that I can run faster. I can jump higher. I'm stronger. What do you want to do, man? I'll do it. Thank you, Jeff, for turning this special night into one more opportunity you couldn't turn down. God, you are such a... And that's coming from me, Jeff. Thank you for inviting us to celebrate the GOAT W. All right, what's that? Wait, GOAT W, greatest of all time, white guy? Ah, fuck yeah. You know, our people don't get many days like these anymore. No, we really don't. Netflix was hoping some trans amputee skier was popular enough to do this, but instead they settled for the greatest white guy alive. It's rare that they let us have a night. They have taken everything from us. Golf, tennis, hockey, and even baseball. Once America's pastime isn't even played by Americans, now they trade them.
But tonight isn't about them, it's about this incredible white American man. Two solid whites. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight isn't just about Tom Brady's dream of securing a future for white children in this country. No, it isn't. Tonight is about celebrating everything Tom Brady he stands for. He is so good looking. Oh, he is gorgeous. Look at the picture. Who takes this picture? Was he pregnant?
This fucking gayest shit I've ever seen.
Here, that's you. That's fucking you. He's also...
Yeah, he is also relentless.
Oh, you can't tell that guy no. And he has that one thing that only so special men have. He's HIV positive. No, that was magic. And it happened right here in this building so much. But what Tom Brady has is that killer instinct, which makes Netflix the perfect place for Tom Brady.
Yes, because if there's one thing that Netflix loves, serial killers. Don't believe us. Let us compare him. That's another famous too, Ted Bundy. He's gorgeous, too. I think I might need him in the hall pass.
Bundy has so many emotional traits that Tom has. Let's take a look. Wait, what's this? This is the psychopath checklist, developed by Robert Hare. It has helped me understand my wife better.
And as you can see, Tom Brady checks all the boxes. Maybe they should call it the Brady list. Believe you me, Bert, one day they will.
Glibness, superficial charm. Brady's got it. How does a smile just disappear like that? It doesn't end there, Bert. Grandiose sense of self-worth.
This motherfucker's got it. Well, to be fair, Giselle got half that check. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, fuck you. Oh! Is she here? I'm so dumb. Brady even has the need for stimulation, prone to boredom that all the psychos have. I'm retired. I'm not retired, Tom Brady. He's 100% a psychopath. He's from Northern California, like the Zodiac Killer. He choked a couple times in New England.
Jack up, Boston Strangler. Ah, yeah, and he'd shoot up and spat out the competition just like Dahmer. What about another Netflix documentary, darling? Jeffrey Epstein. Well, he wasn't a serial killer. He just had a sex trafficking ring. And unlike Tom, it was a ring he earned legitimately without cheating.
He is an ice-cold killer. Nobody, no, that was Aaron Hernandez, Tom's best scene and favorite target. Look at this. Just a couple of goofballs having a laugh. Oh, my God. What? I just realized it hit me. Tom Brady is just like another famous, not-so-nice guy. Wait, you mean the notorious team leader who was told he wasn't any good, but he still pushed through and made sure everyone knew his name? You got it, Hitler. Yeah, they're so alike. The only difference is they look so cute together. They do.
The only difference between Tom Brady and Hitler is that Hitler stuck with his wife until the end. At least Hitler had the balls to do what we wish Brady would put a bullet in his head.
Stay retired, Tom Brady. You are a terrifying man, and we are so glad you found football before hookers and genocide. Please know these are all just jokes, and we do not want to die, yeah. Seriously, dude, you are the best. Thank you for having us. Please don't kill us.
We are enjoying the love we have.
Please don't kill us, Tom. Thank you, W.